The true face of Jesus, fact or fiction. The Shroud of Turin. Many believe the Shroud of Turin is the burial cloth of Jesus, as it bears uncanny similarities to the wounds of Jesus described in Scripture and historical records. The shroud bears the faint image of a man believed to be Jesus, with wounds consistent with crucifixion. This image which was intrigued but inspired many. The Shroud of Turin is a length of linen cloth bearing the image of a man who appears to have suffered physical trauma in a manner consistent with crucifixion. The shroud is kept in the royal chapel of the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist in Turin, Italy. The shroud was first mentioned during the 14th century. The Shroud of Turin first came to historical attention in the 1350s when it was displayed in a church at Lire, France. It was owned by a French knight, Geoffroy de Charny. The shroud was initially met with skepticism, questioning its authenticity. A local bishop declared it a forgery, yet the relic continued to draw pilgrims and devotees. The shroud changed hands several times and eventually came into the possession of the House of Savoy in 1453. It was moved to Turin, Italy in 1578. In 1898, Secondo Pia took the first photograph of the shroud, revealing a detailed negative image of the man's body, which intensified interest and belief in its authenticity. Scientific tests conducted in 1988 dated the shroud to between 1260 and 1390 AD, suggesting it was a medieval creation rather than a first-century relic. This sparked considerable debate and controversy among scholars and believers. Various studies have been conducted on the shroud's fabric, bloodstains, and image formation. Some have argued for its authenticity based on forensic and chemical analyses, while others have pointed out inconsistencies and possible forgeries. The shroud has been displayed to the public on several notable occasions, attracting millions of visitors. It was most recently displayed in 2015. The authenticity of the Shroud of Turin remains a topic of passionate debate. Believers often cite the shroud as a miraculous relic of Jesus Christ, while skeptics and some scientists argue that it is a medieval forgery. Regardless of its origin, the Shroud of Turin remains one of the most famous and controversial religious artifacts in the world.